Well, I'm James Jackson, host of Real People, Real Voices.
And I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
Always a pleasure to host with you.
It is, my friend. It is. It's always good to be here, especially giving information to the community and making sure everybody's aware of what's happening.
Yeah, and talking about community,
Yes.
Eskenazi Health.
Major hospital.
Major.
Hospital.
And they have served our community for a number of years.
Right.
Have helped a lot of people. And they've got an incredible staff there.
Right. We have somebody with us today who I am extremely proud of.
Yeah.
A young lady who's doing great as a VP there. And we're going to introduce her to Indianapolis by way of Real People, Real Voices, and hope that you'll get in contact with her for some of your needs.
Yeah, Vice President of Human Resources there at Eskenazi.
And she's a preacher's wife.
Yeah, outstanding preacher.
Yes.
Which makes her a first lady. He's not just a preacher, he's a pastor.
He's a pastor, yes. A great pastor, doing great work in our city, along with his wife doing great work in the secular part of the city. And so we're going to look at her life and what she has to tell us and the opportunity she has to bring to us.
Absolutely, and we're excited about the fact that you're here with us today. Join us
we are.
On Sundays at 5:30.
Right.
And on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock p.m. Also, please go to our YouTube channel and become a subscriber. You can watch this show over again. You can also go back over some of the shows that you might have missed for valuable information. We also want to encourage you to like us on Facebook. There's a lot of great stuff there as well.
Yeah, and we hope that you will stay tuned. We have great sponsors.
Yeah, Lee, Castle, and Crawley, Stewart Mortuary, and Fervent Care Christian Academy.
Who make all of this possible.
Stay with us. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. I'm James Jackson, your host.
Pastor Moore, your co-host.
And we're joined today by Miss Krista Hicks.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much for allowing me to be here today.
Oh, it's an honor and a privilege to
It's
have
an
you.
honor for you to be with us.
Yeah, Vice President, Human Resources, Eskenazi Health.
Correct.
So how did you matriculate to such an esteemed position?
Oh, wow. That is a very good question. So by background, I'm a physical therapist. I moved to Indianapolis around 18 years ago. And at the time, I was looking to join an organization whose mission aligned with my personal values. And so someone recommended Wishard Health Services at the time. So I started my career there at the bedside as a physical therapist and worked, and through the course of time was given a lot of opportunities to grow and became a team leader and started supervising other therapists, then became a health facility administrator and operated our skilled facility that had acute and subacute rehab. And then as that facility closed and transitioned for our move to Eskenazi Health, I started working as the OBGYN clinic manager there, then was promoted to be the director of all the specialty clinics, and then finally, about 6 years ago, our CEO, Dr. Lisa Harris, asked me if I'd be interested in working as the Vice President of Human Resources.
Yeah,
so I've been serving in this capacity for around 6 years.
You've been stretching out, as we just learned a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
a few days
outstanding.
ago.
Yeah, thank you.
So what's the most challenging part of your responsibility?
I would say the most challenging part is just finding good talent who is committed to the mission and making sure that as we recruit good talent that we are able to retain the talent and support the work, the valuable work that our organization does throughout the community. So probably retention and recruitment are the things that keep me up at night.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to ask you a question. Is it difficult finding people to meet the areas in which you are looking for? And then secondly, is it easy to retain them?
I would say as with the unemployment rate being so low at this time, town is very selective in terms of organizations that they are connected to. So once someone gets introduced to Eskenazi Health and really is aligned with our culture, I think they they begin to stay. So one of the ways that we're able to attract people to the organization are student programs. So if you are a student in rehab services, or you're a nursing student, or you're a student that has an interest in information technology, once they're introduced to the organization, they stay. I've been there for 18 years, and I stay because of the mission and the culture.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. To come into Indianapolis
Yes.
and do extremely well.
Thank you.
You've done, and we're very proud of you. I am actually very proud of you. I watch your work. I've talked with people whom you've helped transition into other job areas, and you're doing a fantastic job. The city of Indianapolis needs to know that Sister Hicks is a phenomenal woman working for Eskenazi. She's a VP, and we want to congratulate her. Continue to do what you're doing.
It's an awesome responsibility, but as you know, to whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah,
and I take my responsibility very seriously. And Eskenazi Health is committed to the community. We want to take care of the community, but we understand it starts with ourselves. So we try to build healthy employees and do a lot of tactics in terms of wellness and prevention and self-care to make us as an employer more attractive. And so I'm proud the last couple of years we've received an award for the top 150 plus best places to work with the Becker's Hospital Association. So very proud of that.
One of the best places to work.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You better think so.
I know. Even without all the fancy titles and accolades, I know that it's a great place to work.
You'll have a beautiful facility over there. So your responsibility with regard to the number of people that are under your particular responsibility is quite a few folks.
4,800.
Yeah.
4,800.
That's a small city.
You think so? I call it a microcosm of the world. Anything and everything you want to do, you can find it at Eskenazi Health. So yeah, we like it.
4,800?
4,800 people.
It's a lot of folks.
I agree.
And so, Krista, when we start talking about nearly 5,000 people, you still need people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't mind a shameless plug, you can go online to, you can go online to www.eskenazihealth.edu and look under the career section.
Give it to us again.
Okay.
Yeah, that camera right there.
Which camera?
Right
Okay.
Here, right here.
With the red light.
I want you to, yeah.
All right. My shameless plug, please visit us at www.eskenazihealth.edu, and under the career section, you can find a lot of employment opportunities, and we'd love to have you.
So when you start talking about employment opportunities, you think about hospitals, we know about doctors and nurses, but there's a lot of other things that go on.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about some of those things.
So we have entry-level positions. If you're someone who's just entering the workforce, perhaps you'd like to be a registrar. That's one of our frontline positions where patients come into the door and that's the first person that they meet. And it's basically to start through the registration process. Or if you have gifts in the area of culinary skills, you can work with us in our food and nutrition area. If you have a gift in the area of public affairs and communication, we have, job opportunities there. If you have a passion for social work and you've gone to school and perhaps have your master's in social work, we have case management positions, social work positions. We have a strong mental health division, which you're aware of, Midtown Mental Health Services, with just a plethora of job opportunities there. So whether you're someone just entering the workforce or you're looking for, or someone who might be looking for an opportunity to start their career all over again, and I mean, there's tons of opportunities at Eskenazi Health.
I know you have a plethora of jobs.
Yes.
What area that is the most needed area in your mind as HR?
Okay, I would say nursing is probably one of the areas that we tend to focus on the most, because those are the individuals that are working in the front line, interacting with our patients. So nursing is always a challenge. But there are a lot of areas. I mean, like I said, food nutrition services, environmental services, human resources. I believe we have a couple HR positions posted. So if you'd like to come and work on my team, another shameless plug.
Right. That camera right there.
Okay. If
Right
you have
there.
an interest in human resources, we have some talent acquisition associate positions that are posted online right now.
Okay.
We'd love to have you. So a lot of different areas, and I will tell you, all positions are important in the organization. Everyone has a part to play. And so, yes, some are more difficult than others to recruit, but everyone has a part to play in order to fulfill the mission of Eskenazi Health.
Yeah.
Great balance.
Yeah.
And I want to take a break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about that mission.
Okay.
And what Eskenazi has been doing over the years, even before being busy hospital.
Okay.
Our general hospital.
General. Yeah.
General, that's going back a little bit further.
Yes, I know about that.
You said you were not very
Well,
old.
I've been 39 for some years now.
I don't remember General. I remember Wisher.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So we want you to stay with us. We have much more to come from our esteemed guest, Krista Hicks.
Yes.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm James Jackson, your host.
Pastor Wayne Moore,
And we are joined by Krista Hicks,
the esteemed.
Vice President,
Yes, the esteemed.
You're too kind. You are too kind.
Human Resources over at Eskenazi Health.
Correct.
Nearly 5,000 people
Yes.
under your responsibility.
Yes.
We talked about earlier in the show the mission of Eskenazi Health. Share with us.
So our mission is to advocate, care, teach, and serve with special emphasis on the vulnerable populations of Marion County. And one of the things I'm most proud of, many people know Eskenazi Health as the new Eskenazi. However, we were Wishart Health Services, and the mission was the same. We were Marion County or General Hospital, and the mission was the same. So the focus on advocating for individuals who need us the most has been consistent throughout the years, and that's something I'm very proud of, and that's something that resonates with me personally.
Yeah, and I think that's important when we talk about advocating for folks who not a lot of times can do for themselves.
Absolutely.
And Eskenazi has done an outstanding job with that very busy hospital.
Right,
Yes.
and I like it because they have actually stepped up as it relates to their mental health. And so, which is a big issue in our city now.
Absolutely.
And Eskenazi is really stepping up to the plate. I mean, they need to be commended for that.
Yeah.
We had our CEO, our former CEO of Midtown Mental Health Services, Margie Payne, had a vision some years ago, really before her time, to integrate mental health services in the primary care setting. Because a lot of times, our patients wouldn't necessarily access mental health services in more of a traditional setting. However, if you're in the office with your primary care physician, the primary care physician might say, you know, how have you been feeling? Are you having any sadness? And that would be a great opportunity to have someone right there in the clinic to say, you know what, I have someone here to talk to you. You don't have to leave. So really bringing the services to the place where the patients can receive the care they need right then and there. So instead of giving them a referral, to have them go somewhere else to find the care. So I kudos to Margie Payne, who's our former CEO of Midtown.
We have
Health
been
Services.
working with some of the clinicians there. In the month of May, June, we have been in the community.
Right.
And we have been giving mental health seminars through Midtown. And it's been a remarkable
Right.
connection for the community because they're finding out a lot of information that they did not know.
Right.
And now it's a lot of areas now that people are having now addressed because of those forums.
Yeah, I think with Midtown, it's really focusing on mental health.
Right.
Historically, it's been referred to as mental illness, and almost implying that there was something wrong with having some mental health challenges. Right. But now, as we look at it, it's really a true component of health. It creates an avenue for people to easily access the services they need without feeling all the guilt and some of the tensions that were felt in the past. So I'm very excited about the collaboration and work that Midtown does with the community.
Right.
And education is important to know. And so when you start seeing signs and symptoms, to really connect with someone to get the help that you need.
I think that's significant when you start seeing the signs and symptoms. And we've discovered that 1 in 4 Americans are dealing with the mental health issue, which means that's a lot of people. And you all have that component right there at Eskenazi Health.
Yeah.
There's some other folks trying to meet that need. Are you all going to expand that capacity at some point?
Absolutely, absolutely. I talked about the expansion into primary care, and I know that we are doing some work with the city to try to provide training not only to areas in law enforcement, but really want to help out as much as we can. And certainly there are some opportunities for expansion.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be commended based on the fact, as it relates to mental health, how they now have a clinician riding with a policeman now.
Right, right.
At one time, that didn't exist,
Right.
and because that didn't exist, there were a lot of things that took place in the community that should not have taken place. And now we have these clinicians riding
Right.
with these police officers, and they are discovering that some situations are not criminal.
Right.
They're just mental illness issues. And that is something that we're going to continue to do, and Eskenazi does a great job with working with that. And not only that, they have probably one or two rated trauma areas. We need to talk about that.
Yes, yes. So
In the
we are a
country.
level 1 trauma center,
Right.
and we have a burn center that is also level 1. So yeah, excellent care in terms of trauma and burns. And I think that's what most people, when you turn your TV on, you see taken to Eskenazi Health for in the area of trauma. So certainly,
Yeah.
kudos to our trauma services.
Right,
And
and let me say this, I know we run out of time. Last year we had over 400 non-fatal shootings in our city. If we did not have Eskenazi trauma, our homicide rate would have been more than what it is. Thank you for that.
Significantly more.
Significantly more.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you that Eskenazi is really equipped to help situations in our city that could be more devastating than they are.
Yeah, what speaks to the mission.
yes,
Right.
it does.
Yeah.
Advocating, caring, and teaching, and
Yeah.
serving.
Before we let you go,
Yes.
what would you say to young people? Not everybody's going to be a surgeon.
Right.
Not everybody's going to be an RN or an LPN. Is that right?
That's right.
So there are a lot of other jobs.
Absolutely.
You still have jobs for them.
Yes, I still have jobs
What is
for
that
'em.
website page, or what is
Oh, I will say
Another
the website.
shameless plug.
Another shameless plug. We are at www.eskenazihealth.edu under the careers section. And I would say to the young people, look for something entry level. Come and unite with us. We have a robust tuition reimbursement program, and so we reimburse 100% of the IUPUI rate. So come in, get to know our organization either through a formal job, or you can come and volunteer if you like to, and then we'll help support you in getting your education.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
That's phenomenal.
How does that work?
Does it have? Is there a website that tells us that?
The website starts with www.eskenazihealth.edu under the career section.
Right, that's what we wanna put out
And that's one of
there.
the wonderful benefits that you can find with employment in the Eskenazi family.
So where do you find the time for all this?
The time for what?
First Lady, VP of Human Resources, all that you do.
I find that people make time for what they want to.
Oh,
and so
great
it's
answer.
something that I enjoy, and my professional life and personal life align, as I shared with you earlier,
Right.
so it makes sense.
I know we
So-
don't have but a few seconds.
Okay.
We're getting ready to do a sickle cell anemia
Okay.
telethon. We want you to come.
Yes.
And be our
Absolutely.
guest. And
I
just-
would love to.
Yeah, we
I
want
would
you to
love
come and bring yourself and some
Okay.
Eskenazi, whatever you can bring from Eskenazi.
Okay. We'll work it out.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for the
God bless you.
invitation. I
You're
love
welcome.
being here with you.
Likewise.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Likewise. All the best to you
Thank you.
and Eskenazi.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. We've enjoyed our time with you as well. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We'd also like for you to like us on Facebook. It is good to have you here with us today.
You're likable on Facebook.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Welcome back. I'm James Jackson, your host.
And I'm Pastor Wayne Moore.
And I'm Curtis Baker, the marketing director.
What an incredible segment with Eskenazi Health.
Wow. Yes.
With Vice President Krista Hicks.
Phenomenal lady.
Vice President of Human Resources.
Human Resources.
Phenomenal lady. She worked her way up. It's phenomenal to have a person like that sit among us on Real People, Real Voices and tell us about her history. And you can't help but be proud of her and what she's doing. And she's helping people get jobs.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And you can tell she loves people.
Loves people. You know, an HR person, you know, they're so, you know, they're nice. And then when you have to go to the HR department, you're fear. But she had such a great personality, such a great personality. And she was telling me about all the jobs that are available out there. So our listening audience, please, you know, go to that website. Is it eskenazihealth.edu, correct? Go there, and I believe it's the career button. She said go on, and I believe there's a lot of jobs out there for the community.
Yeah.
Entry-level jobs as well.
Entry-level
Absolutely.
jobs.
You don't have to be a person with a college education. You can go there without a college education.
And they'll help you get a college.
And they'll give you 100% tuition reimbursement if you do it the IUPUI way.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And IUPUI is not very far from
No, it's in stone throw distance.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's phenomenal. And when you go to Eskenazi and you get a job, you have no excuse not to better yourself.
Yeah. And there might be folks watching from another city, or
You
you
wanna
may be
relocate.
watching from another state.
Right,
You want to
absolutely.
relocate, you can go to school, IUPUI campus, and almost walk to work.
You know what, since you said, I have a friend who will be here next month, I believe, and he has a new job at Eskenazi.
Wow.
He's coming all the way from Baltimore. He's going to be working here at Eskenazi now.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
It's a far reach.
Thank you for joining us today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on WHMB 40 on YouTube. Also, like us on Facebook. Join us every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. and on Wednesday nights at 11 o'clock p.m. You'll be tremendously blessed with all the information that we're sharing each week. Until next time, God bless you. Thank you for joining us.
Pastor Moore loves you.